I am pleased to address you today as we observe United Nations Public Service Day. Every year, June 23rd is designated by the United Nations as a day to celebrate the value and virtue of public service to the community, to highlight the contribution of public service in the development process, to recognize the work of public servants, and to encourage young people to pursue careers in the public sector. The 2022 United Nations Public Service Day commemoration, celebrated this year on June 22nd, is observed under the theme Building Back Better from COVID-19, enhancing innovative partnerships to meet the Sustainable Development Goals. For the past 2 years, COVID-19 has impacted public institutions and public officers around the world. Some have been affected by COVID-19 directly through illness or death, and we have had to change the way we work and do business during the pandemic. During this period, however, we have seen exceptional commitment from public officers in every sector who have stepped up to directly and indirectly address the challenges faced from COVID-19. Let me take this opportunity to thank all of our frontline workers and public officers who have helped us to navigate safely through this crisis. Your commitment and dedication to the challenge must be applauded. As we turn the corner and look ahead to building back better, we have taken stock of the lessons learned during this pandemic. One such lesson is the need to prioritize digital transformation in the public sector through innovation. Government is placing focus on the digitalization of services, which result in services being more accessible to the public. We have already seen the beginning of the transformation in the health sector, with several digital solutions built by our very own public officers during the pandemic, such as the e-payment, online booking for COVID testing, online travel approval, and digital vaccine cards. The 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development identifies a number of Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, which guide our development agenda within the United Nations. Goal 16, Peace, Justice, and Strong Institutions, highlight the importance of effective and accountable public administration in achieving sustainable development. While the SDGs represent targets for sustainable development in every sector, including education, health, justice, energy, climate action, poverty, environmental preservation, among others, strong institutional arrangements must be in place within the public sector for achievement of those targets in these sectors. As part of the vision for transformation and modernization of the public service, the government of Dominica is undertaking an organizational review and reclassification exercise within the public service. The organizational review and reclassification for the public service of Dominica is a multi-pronged, multi-phased initiative to provide a comprehensive analysis of the organizational structure of ministries and departments and an evaluation of salaries and compensation structure. The exercise will strengthen and empower the public service to carry out its leadership role in Dominica's climate resilience efforts and achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals as envisioned in Dominica's National Resilience Development Strategy and the Climate Resilience and Recovery Plan. This week, we are at a critical juncture in the organizational review and reclassification exercise, with the commencement of the job evaluation exercise. Over the next 2 weeks, a job evaluation committee, facilitated by a team of consultants from CARICAD, will review and evaluate over 250 benchmarked positions within the public service. This review will form the basis for proposals for compensation review and reclassification of positions. I must thank CARICAD, the dedicated team of public officers, and all of the unions who are integrally involved in this important exercise. In Dominica, Public Service Day is recognized every 2 years in the month of December. Due to COVID-19, our Public Service Day celebrations have not been held for the last 4 years. This year, we will resume a recognition of public officers with several activities culminating with the Excellence in Public Service Awards in December. Our focus this year is on health and innovation, and we will soon launch a new public service health and wellness program targeting reduction of non-communicable diseases, NCDs, within the public service as part of government's wider plan to tackle the impact of NCDs. It is our hope that as we move forward from COVID-19, that our efforts to transform the public service will result in strengthened public institutions which will support our sustainable development goals.